Here is a Crye SPC. This is their structural plate carrier. Use this because it's much more comfortable with a lot of weight on it. It's also really lightweight, coming on, I think it's just over a pound, like a pound 0.6 or somewhere in there. So really lightweight. I love it. It's super comfortable. It also comes with this mesh here, which I have the knobber's plates in here, so it can ventilate really well, especially here in Las Vegas. The summers get really hot, so just use that. Very good. So just going to go over front and then just around. So I'm gonna start right here. I do have the tubes on here. It's a modification that you have to do. It does not come with the cummerbund. Over here I do not have the tubes. You actually have to cut off the front part, then you have to install the tubes, but they're definitely really worth it. I think I'll put up the guy now, but Philip, whatever his name is, has a video on it. He actually told me to get these, and they have been amazing. So going over the placard, this is a Haley Strategic Partners triple rifle mag placard for Crye. I used to run a Spirit Systems placard, but switched to this. I like it a lot more. The Kydex doesn't hold on to the mags that much, so it's really nice. Plus the elastic on the front's amazing, and it's built for Crye, so I don't have to deal with all the Swift clips or stuff, because Crye does not like Swift clips. So using their system definitely got me around all that. In here I have a hunting knife, or this knife. It's nothing really amazing, but I do like it. It does get work done. And then also in here I have a multi-tool. This is very, 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 very useful. I like having it right there, just able to get to it, hand it to a friend if they need. So it's very good. Moving up, I have the 511 Flex admin pouch. I like this actually over some other ones where it's just for your ATAC phone, because I'm able to get this open. I'm able to put my phone in here, plus some other stuff like band-aids, and I actually have some gum in here, which I'll get to later on why I actually have gum. But I'm able to put a lot more extra stuff, especially because the Crye SPC does not come with a admin pocket in the front right here. So that is pretty good. I am running a jumbo US flag that I've had on my carrier forever now. And in here I have a G2 pen, my preferred favorite pen for taking notes, writing stuff, just right behind here. And on the other side I have the Sharpie that has the both of the tips on it, which is also very nice. To the left of that, on your guys' side, I have a lens wipe. This is a Evike one. I covered it in camo tape, which actually hasn't been obtrusive to it. And I do have a key card thing. You might have seen that in Balling's video, because I gave him that idea for this. But lens wipe, with this key card thing, you're able to take it out and do something like wipe camera, wipe down a buddy's. If your buddy wants it, they can just take it off, wipe their own optics down. You can get to the front of your lens. You don't have to maneuver your gun to this. You maneuver this to your gun, which is way easier. Then when you're done, you just push this back inside and then let go. It'll just retract up. Moving over to the left side here, I just have I think it's an Earmore PTT. Do not have the bottle cap mod on here. Don't really need it. It doesn't really bump, even though it's really close. It doesn't ever really bump. I have that in camo tape too, because more camouflage is always better. So now moving to the left, I'm going to start up here. This, I always will have a mag pouch over here. That's just because I want a mag there. This is usually my fast mag for my AR. This is also my fast mag for AR. We usually have a fast mag here. I'm actually going to get the Spirit Systems EMP. The only reason I don't have it on here is because they were sold out of the multicam one. But I was going to get the EMP right side up, put over one of these bungee tabs on it, because this is my really fast mag, but that's just would be an elastic pouch. I have an upside down one of these. I'm playing with it right now. This was off my belt, but I switched to an HSP pouch, one of these on my belt. I just threw it on here just to add some magazine stuff. And also I have behind it a radio. This is a Baofeng. It's actually a Baofeng that has the big battery on it, so if I were to unplug it, this is just looped internally. It's got the big battery. In that I do have the or what it's in. It is in a Airlight radio pouch for the SPC. Beware, if you do have a Baofeng with the big battery, this thing really has to be adjusted because it is at as tight as you can get it, and it shouldn't even be going this tight. It actually, tightest you should get it is right there. But I actually had to do some mods on it so I could get it even tighter so my radio would actually not flop around in the pouch. But if you have something like a PRC 152 or 168 or an MPU5, you're definitely fine. Moving around, I got some tape on here. You just grab it and then you're able to take it off. You're able to tape up whatever you need. I had a pressure pad on my buddy's gun, and it was taped on, and the tape came off, so that was really useful there. You can use it to tape a whole range of stuff, though. So very useful. Again, you should definitely have tape. Electrical tape that is the best. I used to have it in here. As long as you have it on, that you're fine. And moving back from that, I have possibly the biggest GP pouch. This is a Crye. This is a real Crye. Not a radio pouch. What am I saying? This is a real Crye GP pouch. I spent the money on it. I'm still seeing if it's worth it for you guys. But I do have this on here. This just keeps it, especially if it's empty, or you can actually just tighten it up. Have that routed through the tie-down points on the sides. This one's a little bit like destroyed, or not the best, but there is a tie-down point right there. So it's the Maritime, so it can drain. This is because usually I have a rain jacket in here, and if I throw that on and it gets soaked and I just want to put it back in the pouch, this will help it air out and dry, because a lot of the stuff in here I want to dry. So just getting inside of here in the big pouch, I do have a North Face. I think this is the Venture 2 rain jacket. It's really nice. It's really compactable. As you can see, I can fit it in there. Just a little bit bulky. You also have your organizers in here, so if I actually did want to throw some other stuff than a rain jacket in there, if I needed to, I could, but I do like having a rain jacket on me, so I can just grab my carrier and go. So moving more to the front side of this, opening this up, I do have an 84 balaclava. I got this a couple days ago, but it's been through heavy use since I've gotten it. It is very nice. Just beware, it does smell very chemically when you get it, but it is possibly the best fitting balaclava, and I will probably be using this in future videos, but it's possibly one of the best fitting. It is cooling. It kind of keeps it off your skin just enough, especially when I was out on the boat the other day. It keeps it off your skin so that you can get a little breeze in there, and that when this gets hot from the sun, it doesn't contact your skin or radiate heat, so it will just get hot from the sun. You know, it doesn't get hot from the sun, but when it does, it just keeps it off. I do like where they've made it longer on the sides and stuff. Got it in tan 449 just because I want it in tan. You should get one. They're definitely worth the money, even though they're pretty expensive. So putting that to the side. In here I also have my Surefire EP7s. I've had a bunch of these, but I've lost them. They're very earwaxy. Like I've said before, I've had a bunch of these, lost them. This one, I want it tied down. This can actually, since it's a little bit of a snag hazard, this one can actually rip if it's caught under too much force, it will rip. So this is kind of just to keep it on, and then I'll just throw it back in there. It's not going to be under some heavy force, but it's just tied down to the pouch, just so I make sure I don't lose this again, because I've bought like 2-3 pairs of these and I've lost them all. But they are great hearing protection. Great to have it on carrier, so you don't have to worry about your hearing protection, or if you forget to bring it. There's a lot of different stories from all the different people of why you should have these. So moving to my back plate, this is a HSP flat pack. This is a real one again. Everything on here is real except for this and that. Wow. In multicam arid, because it fits my environment, and I can't really get anything else on here in multicam arid, but it is possibly one of the most effective camos for my area. Have a AOR1 AOR1 night vision US flag, and a little night vision cube. I forgot what you call them. On the front here, I just have some stuff. I have my Safari Island hood because I don't run this, but if it does get really dusty, I can just take it out and just clip it on. I do have, in a sealed bag, I do have all the batteries for all my stuff. There's actually a bunch of extras. I don't use the CR123As a lot of my stuff because I went to like a T2 style, so I just have the T2 batteries, AAAs for earmores, AA's for whatever, I don't know, whatever takes AA's. I got a lot of battery stuff on here, so you should just have batteries on you. And here, I do keep the backpack straps on me, so I can readily convert this into a backpack. Usually takes me about 5 minutes to unmolly it and turn it into a backpack. This also can make me turn it into a chest rig. I do have the extra chest rig components in here. This is just so I can just throw it over or just use it as a backpack or as a chest rig harness if I need to. You can actually keep in this big pocket in the inside, you can actually keep a chest rig, and then you can just have this on your body, and then you can actually just have a chest rig and just make this come out with that. This is the 2.0 version. This is just not the big one either. In here, I have some stuff. It's not even really packed out that much, just because I don't really need it packed out. I have my sling in here, because I don't really run it on my gun when I'm just shooting it. It usually gets in the way, and I'm trained a lot with my sling. I will definitely have it on if need be, or if I'm with other people, if I'm out using my gun a bunch. But if I don't need it, I won't have it. It'll just be in the bottom here, and I usually always have my carrier on me. Up at the top here, I have a 511 organizer where I do have 2 chem lights and some element packs. Chem lights for chem light stuff. Element packs are great. I keep 2 because that's the recommended amount. But when you have a water bottle or something on your body, or if you're sweating a bunch, you can actually just pop one of those, pour it in, and it replenishes all your electrolytes. Grand Thumb says you should have it, so you should definitely have it. And then over here, it's just some 5.56 organizers. These are great because you can have a buddy throw their 5.56 mags, and they can just undo half zip and just throw their 5.56 mags or take them back if we're doing like a holding a thing. You can throw really whatever on this Velcro organizer. And then back in here, I usually do keep a 1 liter bladder. That's actually one of the reasons I got this, is because I wanted a 1 liter bladder and to hold some extra stuff. And I like how this is expandable. You keep a whole lot of stuff in here if you need to. But I keep a 1 liter source bladder, route it through. It's perfect because it was designed to hold a 1 liter source bladder. And not really much else stuff, but you can expand it. So it's really perfect. In the bottom here, I do have a, what was it called? The Roll 1 from Faro and stuff. So I'm gonna pull this. I have this really tight. I have to loosen it just so I don't break anything. So here is my thing. It's like a little mini IFAK, but I don't keep any IFAK stuff in it, really. It's just a lot of more boo-boo stuff, so I don't have to open up my IFAK and stuff. I just got some bigger gauze. Behind here I have some gauze pads. Some stuff that wasn't able to fit in my IFAK like this. And then I have a chem light here, so if you're in the dark, you can just open this up, break that chem light, and you're able to see everything. And here I do have Ziplocked. It's a Coleman little first aid kit for like camping and hiking and stuff. Then I have some alcohol swabs and a Minions Band-Aid in there. Do also keep Minion Band-Aids in my admin pouch. And then over here I have a Spirit Systems Spud pouch. I usually only keep a water bottle in here, so that's really it. I can plus up to 3 mags if I need to, but I just keep a water bottle in here as if I don't want to use my bladder. And then actually flipping this over because I forgot something. On the front here, I actually do love this tourniquet holder. I will actually take it off real quick. So this is a Soil Eater TQ A lot of use because it's on the bottom. I like how it covers your tourniquet on the top here. Keeps the whatever the windage thing covered. And then back here I have shears. Really one of the reasons I got this is because I was able to hold shears, and when I switched blackers I wasn't able to keep shears on my thing. And then here, Sharpie, another Sharpie because my other one is actually running out, but it's good to have a second Sharpie. Then tourniquet. This I used to have on the high vis, but I switched it to the IR reflective vis, whatever that's called. So yeah,